Om Shanti. Today's avyakt murli, revised dated 10th of January 1988. Title of today's murli is The Method for Churning and the Way to Increase Churning Power. Today, the jewel merchant father has come to meet his invaluable jewels, to see how many jewels of knowledge every elevated soul has accumulated. This is how many jewels of knowledge you have instilled in your practical lives. Each and every jewel of knowledge is more valuable than multi-millions. So just think how many jewels of knowledge you have received from the beginning until now. The jewel merchant father has filled the apron of the intellect of every child with many jewels. He has given all the children jewels of knowledge equally and at the same time. However, the more you use these jewels of knowledge for yourself and for others, the more these jewels continue to increase. Bab Dada was saying that although the father has given equally to all the children, some children have increased their jewels, whereas others have not. Some are full, overflowing. Some have unlimited treasures. Some are using them appropriately, according to the time. Some are using them for a task and are increasing them multi-million fold from one. Some are unable to use these jewels for a task as much as they should. This is why they are unable to understand the value of the jewels as much as they should. Your intellects have imbibed what you have received, but you are unable to experience the attainment of happiness, joy, power, peace, and a state free from obstacles that you should have by using them. The reason for this is a lack of churning power. Because to churn it means to put it into your life, to imbibe it. Not to churn means that just your intellect imbibes it. The former use this for every task and in every action of their life, whether it is for the self or for others. The latter simply remembers these with their intellects, that is, they imbibe them. For instance, when you keep a physical treasure in your safe or locker and don't use it at the appropriate time or all the time, you don't experience happiness, but you just have the reassurance in your heart that you have that treasure. Neither will it increase nor will you have an experience. In the same way, if your intellect has just imbibed the jewels of knowledge, if you just remember them and repeat them saying that the point is very good, then for a short time you have good intoxication of that good point. However, you have to put these jewels of knowledge into your practical lives and into every action, because knowledge is not only jewels, but knowledge is enlightenment and knowledge is also power. So, if you don't use them with this method in practice, neither do they increase nor is there any experience. Knowledge is a study and it is also an elevated battle weapon. This is the value of knowledge. To know their value is to use them for a task, and the more you see, more you use them for a task, the more you continue to experience power. For instance, when you don't use a weapon at the right time, then that weapon becomes useless. That is, it no longer has that much value. Knowledge is also a weapon, but if at the time for becoming a conqueror of Maya, you don't use the weapon. You reduce its value because you didn't take its benefit. To take the benefit of something means to keep its value. You all have jewels of knowledge. Because you all have a right, but you are number-wise in being full. You were told that the main reason is a lack of churning power. Churning power is the basis of experiencing the father's treasures to be your own. When digested, physical food becomes blood. Because food is separate. When it is digested, it becomes your own in the form of blood. In the same way, with churning power, you experience the father's treasures to be your own. You experience them as a right as your treasure. Previously too, Bab-Dada has saying that only when you grind, only when you grind your own ingredients will you feel that intoxication. That is by using the father's treasure with your churning power. You experience attainment and your intoxication rises. At the time of listening to Baba, you have intoxication. But why is it not there all the time? The reason is that you have not made them your own churning power. Churning power means to go to the bottom of the ocean. To be introverted and go into the depth of every jewel of knowledge. You must not just repeat them, but ask yourself, what significance is of a point? At what time and what method must you use every point? With what method must you use every point for the service of others? So listen to every point and think about these four things. Along with churning, also go into the sweetness of its significance. Become lost in the experience of intoxication. Use this when different obstacles from Maya occur or when you have different problems of nature. Ask yourself, according to the situation or according to the obstacle. Whatever points you change, will those wells of knowledge make you or can they make you a conqueror of Maya? Did that happen practically? That is, did you become a conqueror of Maya? Or is it that you thought that you would become a conqueror of Maya, but you had to labor instead, or your time was wasted? This proves that the method was not great, and that was why you didn't experience success. You also need the method and practice to use these things. Similarly, scientists create very powerful bombs. They believe that they will definitely be victorious with those. However, if the person using those bombs does not know how to use them, then even though they are powerful bombs, if they just fall here or there, they will be wasted. What was the reason? The method of using them was not accurate. In this way, every jewel of knowledge is extremely valuable. Situations and obstacles cannot continue when you have the jewels of knowledge and the power of knowledge. However, if you don't experience victory, then understand that you don't know the method to use them accurately. Secondly, by not constantly having the practice of churning, when you suddenly try to use them at a time of need, you are deceived. You have the carelessness that you have the knowledge in your intellect anyway, and that you will use it at the right time. However, you need to practice constantly and practice over a long period of time. Otherwise, what title do those who just think about these things receive? Ek Kumbhakarna. What carelessness did he have? He only thought, let them come and I will then be victorious. So the carelessness to think that it will happen when it is time deceives you. Therefore, continue to increase churning power every day. Whether it is the revised course, murli, or the avyakt murli, you hear every day. In order to increase churning power, let your intellect imbibe one special point every day and practice with the method of the four things that Baba told you about. While moving along, while performing every action, whether it is for yourself or an action for service, let there be journeying throughout the day. Whether you are in business or you go to the office or whether you serve at a center, whenever your intellect is a little free, repeatedly increase the practice of journeying. Some work is such that while you are doing that work, you can also think about these things at the same time. It is for a very little time that you have to do work in which your intellect has to pay full attention. Otherwise, your intellect can continue to work on both things. If you fix such a time in your timetable, you can find a lot of time in between. It isn't that you have to find special time to do churning power. You can do it even while walking and moving around. If you have some time in solitude, that is very good. Go into the depths of the clarification of every point. Go into its expansion and you will enjoy yourself very much. But first of all, stabilize yourself in the intoxication of that point. Then you won't get bored. Otherwise, you just repeat the points and then say, this is now done, what should I now do? When you spin the disc of self-realization, some of you make Baba laugh. The golden, silver, copper and iron ages. So many births, this lifespan, this much time. That's it. And then it is over. However, to become a spinner of the discus of self-realization means to experience a knowledgeful and powerful stage. Now practice using every point to remain stable in the intoxication of that point and become one who knows of the significance of that point of knowledge. This was an aspect of the discourse of self-realization that the Father spoke about. In the same way, churn each and every point of knowledge and every now and then practice having an experience. It should not be that you just sit there for half an hour simply churning it. Whenever you have time, let your intellect have the practice of churning. When your intellects remain busy with churning power, you will automatically and easily become a conqueror of Maya. When Maya sees that you are busy, she automatically steps away. If Maya comes in, you then have to battle to chase her away, and there is sometimes victory and sometimes defeat. That is the effort of the crawling stage. Now is the time to make intense effort. It is the time to fly. Therefore, keep your intellect busy with churning power. Through this churning power, stay absorbed in the power of remembrance. You will easily have that experience. Churning makes you a conqueror of Maya and frees you from all waste thoughts. Where there is no waste and there are no obstacles, you automatically have a powerful stage, the stage of remaining lost in love. Some of you think that you have very little of the seed stage or the stage of powerful remembrance, or that you have an experience only after paying a lot of attention. You were told the reason for this last time too, that there is some leakage. The power of your intellect goes to waste. Sometimes you will have waste thoughts, and at other times you will have ordinary thoughts. To keep your intellect busy with the work that you are doing is known as having ordinary thoughts. At that time, you don't have the power of remembrance or the churning power that is needed, and you satisfy yourself by saying, "Today I didn't commit any sins, there hasn't been any wastage, and I didn't cause anyone sorrow." However, did you have powerful thoughts, a powerful stage, and powerful remembrance? If you didn't have these, that is called ordinary thoughts. You performed actions, but karma and yoga were not together. You became one who performs action, but not one who is a karma yogi. So, while performing actions, let there always be the experience of either churning power or the power of being lost in that stage. Both these powers are the basis of doing powerful service. Because those who churn have that practice, they are able to create whatever stage they want, whenever they want. By having a link, the leakage will end, and whatever experience you want, whether it is of the seed stage or the angelic stage, you will easily be able to experience whatever stage you want. When you have the knowledge in your awareness, then by remembering knowledge, you automatically remember the bestower of that knowledge. So, do you understand how you have to churn? You were told that Baba would tell you about churning at some point. So today, Baba has told you the way to churn. The basis of constantly being victorious over the obstacles of Maya and constantly experiencing success in service is churning power. Do you understand? Acha. To all the knowledgeable children of the ocean of knowledge, to the elevated souls who constantly become conquerors of Maya easily with the power of churning, to those who increase their practice of churning power and who experience the stage of being lost in love, to those who always know the value of the jewels of knowledge, to those who use the power of knowledge in every action, to the special invaluable jewels who constantly remain stable in an elevated stage. Bab Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Today's blessing is, may you be constantly victorious with the awareness of three expressions: to break, to mold, and to forge. Is connect. The essence of the whole study and teachings are in three expressions. Number 1, karmic bondages have to be broken. Number 2, your sanskars and nature have to be molded. Number 3, you have to forge all relationship with that one Father. These three expressions will make you completely victorious. For this, always have the awareness. Whatever perishable things I see with these eyes have already perished. Even while seeing these, continue to see your new relationship and the new world, and you will never be defeated. Slogan is, the sign of a yogi is that he or she is always clean and clear. Om Shanti.